Hello, everyone. My name is Jakil. I am the Entertainment Media Program Coordinator for Respectability, teaming up with the NAACP to give you the Black Excellence Showcase. Today, I have Asha with me, and she is a really great director, storyteller, and I'm extremely excited to talk about her project today. I am wearing a tan jacket with a black MF Doom t-shirt and a purple and black hat, and I'm currently in my home office with the respectability background. And go ahead and introduce yourself for us.
Yes, thank you so much, Shaquille. Asha speaking. So I'm Asha Chai-Chang. I am a Afro-Latina as well as Malaysian Jewish woman with purple hair. I'm rocking gold earrings as well as like a gold dress. Just thinking about the whole golden vibe of this hour.
What is your color? What is your
and
color? I love it.
Indeed. And I'm also my home office. However, I have the All by Design logo behind me.
Cool. Well, can you tell us a little bit more about the film? How did it come apart? And yeah, just walk us through the process for me.
Okay. Yeah. So the project All by Design is actually birthed during the Flip the Script filmmaking competition. And how Flip the Script works is that most of the time, whenever filmmakers are looking for funding for their films that they've already written or would like to direct, you usually have to like go through the process of like development and like finding the funding and then casting and crewing up, da 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 da. So they flipped it around where you already have your crew, you have a pool of cast to actually choose from, and you have the location, everything else already picked out for you. However, now you have to write a script that actually fits the location as well as the theme, and it's producible within like 10 hours. So no pressure.
Cool, perfect. All right, and so like that flip challenge. Can you like, was this the first year? I've never heard of it, but I see that you only had 10 hours to turn around and create this project from scratch and with your crew and your team. So how did you learn about that program or opportunity?
So for Flip the Script filmmaking competition, that was actually the first year. So I was the inaugural winner for 2020. And
Oh, congratulations.
thank you. So I actually heard about it through a couple of friends, actually like through like the whole, and because mainly they were actually looking to uplift diverse voices, right? So they
Mhm.
wanted to hear more from BIPOC filmmakers. And so I was just kind of heard about it through other friends, like, oh, did you hear about this? They're actually going to give us the money first.
Oh, wow.
And like who doesn't want to hear that? Like you have the funding and now you just bring your idea and you get to bring your idea to life. Um, and just to clarify too, the only thing that was different was they had thousands of submissions that actually came into the competition. And then it was kind of like American Idol almost, like you had to bring forward like one video, just audition, see if they like you. Then you get to be the top 20. And then you actually go through an elimination process. So we went through elimination process actually for about a week and a half before it got to the top 3. And I happened to be, yeah, like I had to actually like place first in the top 3. And then that means you're automatically into now actually produce your film. So I should
Well,
say that.
congratulations. That is
Thank
amazing.
you.
I love that. I love that. Please walk me through. Do you have any current projects that you're working on, or do you have any projects that you would like to work on?
Indeed. So I love making films in like the sci-fi fantasy, action. Like I love making film in those spaces. All that design was actually a stretch for me because I decided to go drama. So my next project that I'm working on, I have an award-winning web series. It's like a web series slash short film. So it's like new media almost. It's like a nice
Okay.
mix. And we actually won a lot of awards for that project. So we're actually now working on the next episodes or the next parts of spoiler to see where else we can take it. So it's going to be more like just episodic, like kind of like it just kind of gets in. You don't have to watch the first one to get the next piece.
Okay. I love.
Um, as well as I have a couple of feature films that I'm working on as well. So
Wow, that's exciting. Yeah, congrats on all that. I'm looking forward to all of it. If you have one piece of advice for someone that's trying to be in your position, well, for someone starting out, you know, with no resources and they're just looking for some inspiration right now, you have a piece of advice that you will pass along to help them along their journey?
Definitely. I will say, like, for example, just to put it into All by Design for just a little bit here, whenever you're as a creative that you're actually given the platform to tell a story, tell stories that you truly want to be, like, you really want to see. With All by Design, I'm a disabled woman, and I knew that we're not usually depicted as like the epitome of success, and I wanted that to be the voice of success and excellence throughout the film. And also too, I figured it was an opportunity to speak about Black female architects, right? We never hear stories about what people of color have done, you know, like they're like, oh yeah,
I
slaves
agree.
built the country. They go, slaves built the country. I'm like, yeah, but there's also been people of color who's been literally building our buildings, creating infrastructures, making inventions since then. Like,
Yeah,
we're always innovative, we're always doing great things. And that's why I was so I would say to anybody, please make films like that, or films that you feel, you know, amplifies voices that you haven't heard before. So that's why I'm really proud about our design. I want to make sure I say that to, like, you know, so people actually know what the film's about, as well as, you know, to, hey, we won with it. And that was actually a Bechdel test film, meaning it was all female led. And we didn't
cool.
speak about men. Like, it was all about like excellence and just speaking about our history and where we're going forward for the future.
That was beautiful. Yeah, thank you for your response. Thank you for your response. And if I can leave with one more question, who are your favorite directors in the game?
Oh, Malcolm D. Lee. I shouldn't have done this. Looking I love Malcolm D. Lee. I really admire and appreciate Ryan Coogler,
Same.
Ava DuVernay. Oh my gosh, Gina Prince Bythewood. I've been wanting to meet her forever. So when people are like, who are you from? Like, those are, I guess I would say, like, there's like a tie between Malcolm D. Lee and Gina Prince Bythewood for me. So
Okay, cool. And if all right, so if I'm discovering you for the first time, this will be the
yeah.
final question for us. If I'm discovering you for the first time and I'm interested in seeing more of your work, how can I reach out to you? What is the best way to find everything that you do?
Awesome. Yeah. So we actually have a website. And by we, I mean Love My Productions. I should have mentioned this. So I do have a production company based in Charlotte, North Carolina. So go to www.lovemyproductions.com. Also find us the same way on YouTube, and we're also on Instagram and Facebook. So we are
Amazing.
totally findable. Like, we're like, yeah.